Hi everybody, this is Nando Danovic and I'm going to show you how to make this furry text effect such as this one, and we're going to put these letters onto this background. So let's begin. You're going to type out your text such as I put this rock, and now we're gonna put our texture, which is this fur. So we just drag this to our file and we're gonna convert this to a smart object. Okay, convert to smart object. Now we're gonna go on the text layer and click Control, and holding leave Control, go on the furry layer and make a layer mask here. So now we have this fur, but it doesn't have those edges like furry edges. So we take a brush and we go to DP brushes. DP brushes. Okay, and we have this brush 461. It's this big one here. See? Okay. So now we're going to change the size to about, well, maybe 20. Go here to brushes and brush, shape dynamics, and put all these values to 100 except the angle jitter. I put it to 46. The roundness is 64 and the minimum roundness is 25%, and the smoothing, you just check that off. So let's try it. The foreground color has to be white for this effect work. Now we're just coloring on the layer, not on the layer mask, not on the layer. So let's try. You see, as much as you click, your brush changes the shape. So those were those shape dynamics that we changed. So this is basically the thing that you have to do to get those that fur out of the angle of the letter. So you can just drag, but it would be one line and it wouldn't be so. Okay, so now we can see, you see the K looks like it's bursting out of its edges. So let's do the same for the ROC. Let's start with the C. You see, when I just pull, it has only one angle. It doesn't look like it's real. It's not good for me. So we're gonna keep clicking. It gives us other shapes, not just one. So go on clicking. I think that the black one should be more thicker, so let's do that. Sorry. So that this C doesn't have this edge. Okay, so let's see it. Okay, maybe these two as well. Okay, let's do the O now. This text layer, this fur, is really great on these orange yellow types because it really looks real, like it's fur, but in these black areas we really need this brush to be different. So when you get to the black part, I hope you click more than once, so you'll get that furry effect. Okay, maybe this a bit more. Going to go to the R now. And do the same as for the other letters. So just keep clicking. We can just drag these parts where the yellow-orange part is. So we can just drag, but the black parts should be clicked. It's just my opinion, you can do however you want, but for me it looks more realistic if we click it more times than to just pull it. Okay, so we can make this background into black, foreground color white, background color black, and use Control backspace. Okay, so we can see this now. We don't need that, so replace the colors and put down to white. Move this layer. You see, you're just pulling the text layer which we made, the fur layer which we made into this word that says rock. Okay, so we don't need this layer anymore, so we can close it, and the fur layer as well. So now we're gonna make shadows for all these letters. We're gonna use our shape dynamics and go to ellipso tool. Just put circles, and this color we're gonna just put black, and use Control J to copy these layers and just move them where you think they should be. Control J, use Shift to move them like this, so they wouldn't change their size. Okay, so this, Control J, use Shift to move it like that. Okay, Control J again. We can shrink this one. Control T, Shift to shrink it. Now using Shift. Okay, maybe we can make this bigger. Okay, Control J, and this one here. Now all of these we can go Control G to make it into one group. Put it beneath the layer above the background. You see, now this looks a bit like a shadow of those letters, but we need to blur them. First I want to shrink the O and the C. So let's see, I think that this is the O. Yes. Control T to use the transform tool, and use Alt and Shift to shrink them proportionally. I think this is okay. And the C the same. Control T, Shift, and that. Shift to move it like here. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is move all this from this group above the background, or above the background. So we can delete this group folder because it's empty. So we're gonna merge all this. Select all this from clicking one layer, holding Shift to copy 5. Right click, merge layers. first rasterize layers so we can make it into pixels, and then merge layers. Now this all is one layer, see. Okay, so now we need to blur them. Control 0 to see the whole screen, and now filter, blur, we need to go to Gaussian blur. Okay, so I think this is really okay. Maybe we'll erase a bit here on the K, but it's okay to me. A bit stronger, maybe like this, 6.6 pixels. Okay, so as I said, we can duplicate, Control J, but this is too strong for me. So let's just try and delete these layers so we can get the K. Okay, the K, the C, a bit on the O. Change the opacity here to about 43 on the R, and I would say that that's it. So now we need to make all this into one layer. Control Alt Shift E, and we can make a gradient map above that. So go here to gradient maps, right click and reset gradients. Okay, yes, and you'll have this, wait, okay, so we've resetted them. Now this fifth one, like blue to orange, something like that, we'll see. Yes, the values for this are 290859, and for the orange it's FF7C00. Okay, so we're gonna move this from above to down, like so, holding Shift. No, holding Shift, like this. Okay, so we're gonna put this on soft light and the opacity about 58. So Control Alt Shift E all to one layer, and this is it. Maybe it's a bit too strong because of this C. Let's see. So we started with this background and put the text. We made the shadows twice because their strength, and then we made a gradient map. So I like this, but this is too strong for me, this part here. So we're gonna try and maybe this soft light, we can reduce it to about 40. This is okay. So Control Alt Shift E, and that's all there is. See ya.